Usually, when your country is being targeted by foreign forces, the nation stands united behind the government. But not if you're a journalist turned politician, TMC MP Sagarika Ghose. She would rather believe the foreign forces when it comes to matters concerning India than blaspheme and say something that could show PM Modi as a strong leader. Anti-India publication Washington Post earlier this week published an article on Canadian government's allegations on Indian government and its involvement in killing of pro-Khalistan terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. This news was picked up by many Indian Modi-hating publications as well, such as The Wire. Here is Ghosh sharing this article asserting Washington Post allegations of Home Minister Amit Shah authorizing attacks on pro-Khalistan individuals in Canada. She then taunts Indian media houses whether they will pick this news up or will reporting it be anti-national. Interestingly, she mocked Indian media houses over its reportage by literally sharing an Indian website's link. So clearly she answers her own questions. When someone asked her if she has any proof of Shah's involvement in the alleged killing, she taunted that individual that if you can read jibe and shared a Washington Post article which had made this claim. When asked for evidence, Ghosh displays a single-digit IQ and responds with allegations yet again. Let us reiterate that no proof has been made public about India's involvement in killing either Nijjar or any other Khalistani terrorist in Canada. As of now, Trudeau just wants the world to take his word for his. Ghosh, instead of questioning Trudeau over harboring Khalistani terrorists on Canadian soil all these years, would rather question the Modi government over Khalistan's alleged killings on foreign land with absolute no proof on her. Before becoming a TMC MP, Ghosh has been a self-proclaimed Nehru fangirl. She has admitted it multiple times. So when Khalistanis in Canada celebrate and glorify the assassination of his daughter Indira Gandhi, Ghosh does not question Trudeau. Instead of asking for evidence from the Canadian government to prove India's involvement, Ghosh would rather propagate India's guilt without any proof. Further displaying her deteriorating brain cells, Ghosh then retweets a tweet by Michael Kugelman, where he is quoting the Canadian police claim that there are direct and imminent threats to life of people of South Asian community, especially those associated with the pro-Khalistan movement. This, more than putting India in the dock, shows how Canada has turned into a safe haven for pro-Khalistani terrorists. Sagarika perhaps thought this is a brilliant move by Canada to fix Modi government, to show how they are harboring Khalistani terrorists on their soil. Later in the evening, she tweeted a clip of media conference by Canadian police suggesting Lawrence Bishnой's involvement in killing of Khalistani terrorists on Canadian soil. She also pointed out how Bishnoj is currently lodged in a jail in Gujarat. This was pointed out to insinuate that since Gujarat is the home state of Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah, whom she is suggesting of being involved in killing of Nijjar in Canada, Bishnoj's alleged involvement is on their direction. Except this has been reported that Nijjar's killing was because of gang war between rival groups and India's involvement was quite unlikely. In fact, Bishnoj's involvement was also suggested by pro-Khalistani individuals and other Pakistani groups. This, along with the fact that Canada has not been able to provide a single solid proof of India's involvement, suggests all this bravado by Trudeau is nothing but trying to garner votes of anti-Indians living on Canadian soil in the upcoming elections, especially because of his dwindling popularity. Faced with backlash from netizens for her over-eagerness to side with Canadian government over Indian, she upped her mocking question by mocking PM Modi and questioned him why is he not answering to his Canadian counterpart's allegations. Other than the fact that Ghosh is persona non grata and her unhinged rants don't quite deserve to be dignified by a response. Trudeau has been repeating the same thing since over a year now without a single proof of being put up in the public domain. His "trust me bro" allegation hardly deserves an explanation or justification. After being a mockery of herself, she woke up this morning with more rants. She then posed a few questions to PM Modi and asked why is Trudeau making the allegations that he is making and what is gangster Lawrence Bishnoj's role. Maybe Ghosh would get the answers she needs if she were to ask these questions to Trudeau, who is making the allegations. The onus of proving guilt is on the one who is making the allegations, and the accused party is innocent until proven guilty. She then claims that the Indian media is coward and is trumpeting loyalty, and how if it were any other government it would have fallen under the allegations. Two things here. Good time for Sagarika to know that the Canadian media itself is mocking Trudeau for the circus that he has started. Canadian government was criticized by their media for the deteriorating India-Canadian relationship because Trudeau wants to appeal to the diaspora voter base which has anti-India stand. And second thing, which government falls over allegations which are baseless? Without any proof, why would any government be thrown out of power? Moreover, the allegations are actually such that majority of Indians would be secretly thrilled if this were true, that Indian government bumping off anti-India elements on foreign soil. It is quite an appeal for the Indian nationalists across political ideologies. Except without proof, these allegations remain baseless. So despite Sagarika's dream, the Modi government is here to stay. Ghosh then goes on to further mock Indians who do not fall for her deranked rant. When an ex-user pointed out how deep state is attacking India and jokingly mentioned that someday India will rule Canada as well, Ghosh mocked him as an andhabhakt and tagged the United Nations, supposedly demanding action against the Indians. At this point, it just seems that the husband-wife duo of journalist Rajdeep Sardesai and journalist turned TMC MP Sagarika Ghose are competing between themselves on who fares better on being a brown sepoy with the colonial hangover. Speaking of brown sepoy, even CPIM is not supporting the poster boy of international left Justin Trudeau. But Sagarika is. The Communist Party of India Marxist on Tuesday issued a statement that the Khalistani activities on Canadian soil have been a threat for India since a while, and the Indian government is duty bound to protect the interest of India. CPIM also said that for this, they have the support of parties across India, especially since the allegations have been rejected by the government of India. So if even the left is standing with Trudeau, what is Ghosh's obligation?